to Chasing Family. I'm Christy Ann, and today I'm going to show you how to make these cute letters. The awesome thing about this is you can pick any word and they can go really anywhere in your house. So I chose the word soar because I'm going to put it in my boys' room where they've got pictures of airplanes. And the reason why is because my dad was a pilot. And he passed away a few years ago, and one of the saddest things for me is that the kids don't know him like I knew him, obviously. And so I want them to know where they came from and how awesome their grandpa was. And each of the things that I put on here kind of mean something or tell a story, which is kind of fun because I love to do that for the kids. So my dad collected pennies, and every day he would come home from work and he would empty his pockets and put them in a big jar of, so he had these big jars collected of a whole bunch of change. So that's kind of fun. And he also he was always looking at maps because he loved to fly. And so I chose to put a map around each of the letters. I also wanted my kids to know more about their other ancestors. And so my grandpa, I knew that he loved to fix things with duct tape and baling wire because he was a farmer, so that's what he had around. So anyway, these just tell kind of a story that I wanted my kids to know. And I think it's so important for our kids to know where they have come from. It gives them so much strength, and it can really help them through their own trials, knowing that there's awesome people that came before them. So first we're going to start with these letters. You can pick these up at any craft store and you can spell any word, which is awesome. They're only a few dollars a piece usually, and craft stores are awesome at having half off. So you can pick any color of scrapbook paper, or you can use music, or you could even use a book if you have a favorite book. I'm choosing to use a map this time because my dad loved to study maps because he was a pilot. You'll need some Mod Podge and a foam brush as well. You'll also need something to smooth out the paper. You can buy a special tool, or you can just use some sort of card, whatever card you have. You'll also need some ribbon or wire, or I'm using duct tape for mine for embellishing the letters. You'll need a fingernail file so that we can rough off the edges of the paper. Some people like to spray their letters, but for this project I'm just going to leave it this color because I like it. So first I'm going to cut out the paper, or my map, and just make sure that it will cover in the right spot. You can trace it and then cut out the paper. And then just cut it out. Alright, so we've got this cut out, and we're just going to put some Mod Podge on it. Just spread some Mod Podge on it. And then just stick the paper on and slide it where you want it. And we'll need this to flatten it out, or a card, any sort of card. And I like to just do an extra layer over the top just to keep it a little more stiff. Then you're going to trim each of the edges if there's leftover edges. And then get your file if there's some edges that you don't want. And just rub it against those, and it just kind of shaves it away. So now I've got my O done, so I'm going to move on to the other letters. So for this next part, we've got Awesome Braden here to help us. And he's going to stick on pennies for us. Good job. Just slide it and move it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. How about I'll glue it and you put the pennies on, okay? You put the next one on, put it right next to it. Good job. Just a little bit. Good. Why we're putting pennies on it?
No.
It's to remember Grandpa Mark. Did you know Grandpa Mark liked to collect pennies and coins? You put the next one on?
Yes.
Right here. Good. Dip it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to cover the whole S. And put it over the pennies. Here, I'll hold it. good thing about Mod Podge is that it dries clear, so if it makes a mess, you can't really see it. Good job, you get these ones. Good job. So we're gonna add something to the A. Which one's the A?
This one.
That one, good job. Okay, we're going to put some duct tape around it. Do you know why we're using duct tape?
No.
Because my grandpa, he loved to use duct tape to fix things. And he said he could fix anything with duct tape, this stuff, and baling wire. Because he was a farmer. So we're going to put it around the 8 so we can help remember him. It's kind of tricky because it's metal. Put it through the hole. Now we're just going to twist the wire together so it stays in the right spot. What do you think, Brayden?
Cool.
Okay, are we all done?
Yes. Uh-oh, the iPad is on.
So here's what it looks like in the boys' room. And it's so fun that Brayden helped with it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have fun making your own.